Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm bringing you an overview and this makeup look using some of my favorite products from Cleau De Peau. But I think it's time for me to do a proper review on Cleau De Peau makeup. So that's why you see me with clear canvas right now. I just have my skincare, my sunscreen on. I have done already my brows. I will be leaving all the details of the makeup, the products that I'm using today, brushes, everything you need to know if you're curious about jewelry, etc. Everything will be on the description box below for your convenience along with the links. So let's start first with the foundation. I have featured this foundation a few times here on my channel. It comes in this little kind of like tray that you can just display beautifully. This foundation is perhaps one of my most expensive foundations in my collection. It costs $250. It comes in different shades. I do have the shade B30, although I also use B40 in Cleau De Peau. So this might be still good for me right now because we just stepped into summer and I don't have a full tan and I don't have a fake tan either. I will be leaving all the details as far as foundation matches to my description box. But aside to come with a little tray, it also comes with a nice spatula, so that way you don't have to dig in your fingers in there. Love the packaging. It's so beautiful. And by the way, if you're new here, I film in natural light. So let's go ahead and get started with this beautiful foundation. This has skincare properties, hyaluronic acid in it, also vitamin E, and other key ingredients that helps with elasticity of the skin, which I find it really, really nice. Obviously, you will have to use it fairly often to really see those benefits. It also does have SPF. The consistency is a gel-like consistency. It's not super watery, not too thick, not too liquidy either. It feels beautiful on the skin. It feels very refreshing. So you can tell I do have a ton of freckles, a little bit of sunspots here and there. Now going with my Sonia G Jumbo Base, I'm going to spread this foundation. You can see the consistency right there. You see, like that is gel consistency. It's not thick at all. And it does have a good amount of coverage. And that's something very interesting with Cleau De Peau because honestly, with all their foundations that I have tried, perhaps this one is the one that has a light to medium coverage. You can do light depending on the amount of product that you use. But most of their foundation, I find out that I can achieve quickly a medium coverage. Talking about that, I do have freckles, sunspots, a little bit of redness here and there. But look how beautiful this looks. So natural. Oh, this foundation is just so gorgeous. That's why it's called that foundation. Honestly, it's just so beautiful. It doesn't mask your face, and that's something very important about Cleau De Peau. On their foundations, their base products, they do not mask your face. That is just something extraordinary. And now going for the OG of concealers by Cleau De Peau, the concealer stick, that it has been actually reformulated. And I have been using this concealer for years now. And I do have a full-on review and comparison of the older version versus the new version. And I remember when I was doing my comparisons, some people said, I like the old version, how it looked on you because it looks more perfecting. Yes, it does look more perfecting. The main difference about the new formulation is that it gives you more hydration. And although it may not look like wow perfecting on camera. In real life it looks more natural, and I think that's the beauty of it. And I'm not mad about the reformulation. I'm actually really happy about it. They still kept the SPF at 27%. I'm gonna be using, let's see, I have two different ones right here. Have ochre and honey. I'm gonna go with honey for my under eye area. I do have very dark under eye circles, as you can tell, and this is the beauty about this concealer. It actually covers those dark under eye circles without making your under eye area too heavy, and that's something extremely important for me because I'm already on my fourth floor, meaning I'm over 40 years old, so I do have signs of aging. Fine lines are there, and the least that I want is to have too much makeup under my eye area that, in the long run, it will emphasize my fine lines. Okay, so here I've just put a very small amount using my Pat McGrath concealer brush, which it looks kind of like a little finger. Now, Cleau De Peau, they do have brushes. I do not own any of them, but I'm just going like this. You can go directly with a concealer if you want to, but I find out this way you have a little bit more control on the amount of product that you're putting to and where you're putting it. Oh, you see right there how natural it looks? Okay, I'm gonna go directly so you can see right here. And then I'm gonna go directly onto these two sunspots that I have right here. That's more than enough. I do have a sunspot right here too. Wear your SPF. More than saying mature skin, I do have experienced skin. So if you are young or you just simply have, just started it, seeing the signs of aging, best thing that you can do for yourself, wear sunscreen. Now, one of the reasons that I fell in love with Cleau De Peau foundations and the stick concealer, if you have been following me for any point in time for, I don't know, X years that I have been here in YouTube, is that I do not like to set my makeup. And with Cleau De Peau, overall, all the foundations, I do not feel on the need to set it, because even this one right here that is a gel consistency, it doesn't slip and slide on my face. Counting that I do have dry skin on the perimeters of my face and combination skin right here in the middle of my face where I have my enlarged pores. And same thing with the concealer. The concealer to me is self-setting. I don't need to powder it to look as beautiful as when I apply it. It's just that beautiful. Going now with your bronzer powder duo. They come in, I think, two different shades. I have right here the shade number 1. And this is something that I truly love, and I wish that more brands will do the same, is to have a duo bronzer. One that is to give you just a little bit more warmth to your skin. The other one without being a contour, because these are warm tone, both of them, that they will give you just a little bit more definition in terms of adding more depth. So I have the deeper tone right here and the lighter tone right here. And then obviously you can always mix them in together and it will give you just, this perfect sun-kissed kind of look to your skin. And for the purpose of demonstrating this bronzing duo right here, I'm going to go with my Refer 05 brush. I'm going to go to the lightest shade first, so you can really see how the product looks on my skin without mixing. I'm just going to start here. See how softly it adds a touch of color to the skin. And sometimes if we're not going for quote unquote a full beat makeup look, this is all what we need. If we're going with just even like SPF and you just need just a little bit of a kiss from the sun, this is all what you will need. That's that right there. Now I'm going to be using my Sonia G Sculpt 2 brush, and I'm going to go to the deepest shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and define a little bit more the areas that I want to. This powder is non-powdery. It does have a very smooth consistency, silky-like, and on your fingers it's just this very beautiful formula that is non-powdery. It just feels like silk. You see the definition, and it's not contouring. Sometimes some people ask me, you know, what I do first, contouring or bronzing? Definitely contouring first, bronzing next. But there are products like these that they have a duo, 2 shades of bronzer that can achieve you that more chisel look without needing to use any contour. Now going with perhaps my favorite bronzing brush is the Sonia G Face brush, and I'm going to show you if I go with both shades and just, you know, just like place it a little bit kind of like in a broad kind of way. Hopefully you can see the difference right there. I can still, you know, see where I have chisel out a little bit more the bronzer, and then going with the rest. So beautiful. Lovely. Okay, now let's go for blush. And one of my favorite cream blushes are actually from Cleau De Peau. And this one right here is actually a new one in my collection. It is the shade number 3. I think I have the shade number 2 or 4 that is a little bit more pinky in tone. But this one is a gorgeous peachy kind of shade. Look at that. So pretty. And consistency is not too emollient that it just melts too much, that it feels greasy. It does have some consistency, but at the same time it is soft. And look at that. And that's with my finger. Now I'm going to go with a brush. I'm just going to tap it. You can also use a sponge if you want to. The way that it spreads is just perfection. And they are not true stains, but they will last for a long time on your skin. So it's not, you know, your typical blush that it will fade away right away. In this shade right here, so good, so summer vibes. In love. Let's go now with the Luminizing Face Enhancer. Comes in this beautiful suede-like pouch. And look at this. Oh, this compact is just so gorgeous. And I have it here in the shade 18. Interesting enough, when you see it on the pan, it has a little bit of what it looks kind of like a light blue shade aside to the peachy tones. It's just prismatic. And the brush that it comes with is actually very soft, super, super soft. So let me show to you how it looks if you were to apply it as highlighter. Look at that beautiful glow. It doesn't emphasize texture or large pores. It doesn't have any particles of glitter, shimmer. You can even use it on the front of your cheeks, whatever is remaining, and just buff it. And it just creates a beautiful kind of aura effect too. So pretty. Now I have here a eye color quad. This is the refill. This is how it comes if you were to buy a refill. And then separately, you can get your case. So the case comes this way. Oh, love the pouch. Navy blue. Look at this. So pretty. So pretty. Okay. And then you just open it up. There's a protector right here. There's a couple brushes too that the compact comes with already. And then you can put on this compact a refill of an eyeshadow quad, or also Cleau De Peau. They do have a duo of blushes. Oh, it's gorgeous. These are my type of shades. There you have it. Oh, so beautiful. You just place them inside, and then here's the little click, and this is the beauty that I got. Isn't this such a pretty eyeshadow quad? These are my type of shades. Now these three right here, they are more like satin shades. This one right here is not really a matte shade, but like a soft matte borderline satin. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the two little applicators, and let's go with this shade right here. And I'm using a Refer number 15 brush, and I'm gonna apply it on the outer third and then buff it above the crease. You can definitely go ahead and use your bronzer and do this same technique right here. But I just want to showcase each of the products by themselves. Refer 13 brush, and I'm going to go to the deepest shade, and I'm taking this shade and applying it on the outer V, just trying to elongate the shape of my eye. Refer number 1 brush, and I'm going to go to this champagne tone, and I'm applying it on the mobile lid. With the Refer 02 brush, I'm going to go to this deep shade, and I'm just going to apply it on my lower lash line. Refer 03 brush, and I'm going to go to this pinky tone, and I'm going to take it on my inner corner and also on my brow bone. And with my finger, I'm just going to tap on this pinky shade too, and I'm just going to apply it right on the center of my eyelid, just to give kind of like a halo effect. And the last product that I'm going to be talking about today is Cleau De Peau Brilliant Radiant Liquid Rouge Shines. I have them in 2 different shades right here. One that is kind of like your everyday. This is the shade number 1 Sepia, and also 5 Bird of Paradise, which is more of like a summer shade. So I'm just going to show to you how each of them they look, but let's first appreciate the packaging right here. These are heavyweight. I really love the ombre effect right there. And let me show you the doe foot applicator. It's nice, slanted, not too thick or big. This is a gorgeous nude shade, an everyday nude. Now let's go for Bird of Paradise. Wow. Is this a summer shade or what? And there's a little bit of translucency on these shines because they are not like full coverage, so you can build up the intensity. It is stunning shade for summertime. So impressive. And yes, this is pretty much a full face of Cleau De Peau, a luxury brand that offers an elegant look. It's not overly done. I feel everything looks beautiful. From the foundation, it looks like a skin, the blush, the way that the bronzer really just give that extra sun kiss to the look without looking too much. Same thing with the face enhancer. You can just highlight softly, very softly and ethereal, the highest point of your cheeks with whatever is remaining on the brush. You can buff too, and it will not leave any shimmer glitter because that's not, it's a face enhancer. It's an all over face enhancer, so don't be afraid to use it if buffing on your perimeters of your face. And then the eyeshadows, again, ethereal, soft, with pigmentation, just lovely. The lipsticks are just extremely comfortable. They do hug your lips in a way that you know that even if you don't use a lip liner, they are not going to start bleeding on the edges of your lips. Just stunning. Love Cleau De Peau. And now, my dear friends, I would love to know from you, have you tried Cleau De Peau? And if you tried Cleau De Peau, which are your favorite products? And if not, which of these products that I featured today are going into your wish list? Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. While you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye!